First of all, I want to start this video off with rest in peace to the pilot and co-pilot. This shit is fucking sad, man. 2026 is so crazy. Yet another plane crash. We've had a couple of those. Not if not even dozens. But let's get into that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notification. Do all that good stuff. If you might.
A deadly collision at New York's LaGuardia Airport, and the airport is now closed. An Air Canada jet hit a fire truck on the runway. Now, this happened just before midnight. 2 pilots were killed. Dozens of other people are injured. In this video from the scene showing the wrecked plane, nose tilted up to the sky. The crash truck is seen nearby, and here is the moment air traffic controllers knew something went wrong.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please.
Like, imagine, bro. Like, I can't even. That job must take a toll on you. And I mean, like, they're probably suffering like law consequences. They're probably being investigated. Administrative leave too. So I think, yeah, criminal charges are being filed as well. Will they go to jail? Not quite sure. Honestly, not quite sure. But this is insane.
Stop, truck one, stop. Stop, truck one, stop. Stop, truck one, stop. Yeah, 646, I see you collide with vehicle here, just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicle's there responding to you now.
Okay, joining us now with the very latest is CNN correspondent Gloria Pasmino. And Gloria, what are you hearing right now at LaGuardia?
Yeah, Audie, you know, it's just devastating listening to that audio, hearing the radio operator telling the vehicle to stop. We now know that the vehicle collided with the airplane. There were 72 passengers aboard that aircraft, 4 crew members, and sadly, the pilot and the co-pilot were killed as a result of that collision. Now, dozens of passengers were also injured.
How does that even happen? I mean, like, who's at fault here? Is it a fire truck guy? I'm not quite sure if they're showing the video, but I'll show it afterwards. I got it. But still.
41 passengers.
Who's at fault?
And crew were transported to the hospital shortly after that collision. 31 of them have been released. And the 2 people who were inside the fire truck, which collided with the airplane, we are told are in stable condition. Now, here's what happened. And as you look at the images of the airplane, you can see the front of the airplane is completely destroyed. The collision happened around 11:40 last night. This is a Jazz Aviation flight that was operating on behalf of Air Canada. The aircraft, we are told, struck a Port Authority aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicle, which was actually responding to a different aircraft on the runway. This was flight 8646. It was coming in from Montreal late last night. It left Montreal around 10:30 p.m. local time and landed here at 11:40. It collided with the firefighting vehicle shortly after the landing.
I thought it was about to go up. I thought it was takeoff, not landing. All right. Damn. I mean, like, not that it would make a difference, probably, because, like, it's almost like the same velocity. The plane is almost at the same speed when landing and taking off. So But still, shit, man. What a fucking shitty coincidence that is. I don't even think I found I want to take a look at something else first before I say something that I might regret. But I want to know who's at fault. That I'm battling with that question. Or is it just like something that couldn't be avoided? Doesn't matter?
In fact, we've heard from officials here at the Port Authority, which manages the airport. They described the moment saying the collision happened during the landing. Now, this was a regional jet aircraft. It was traveling south, going very fast, about 130 miles just before it hit that fire truck. Now, the passengers who
Those two people who deserved it the least, they got injured the most. I mean, like, they dead, but they did everything perfect, from taking off to flying that whole fucking aircraft from Canada to New York, Montreal to New York. They even landed, and then a dumbass fire truck appears out of this thin sky on the ground and just crashes into that. It's crazy.
did not have to be transported to the hospital were actually seen leaving the airport just a short time ago. I was able to catch up with one of them. He described the moment to me, telling me that it was a hard landing and that they had no indication that there was a problem on the runway. Take a listen.
We went down for a regular landing. We came in pretty hard. We immediately hit something, and it was just chaos from there. About 5 seconds later, we had come to a stop, but in that short period, I mean, everybody was hunkered down and everybody was screaming. Pretty quickly, we didn't have any directions because the pilot's cabin had been kind of destroyed. So somebody said, let's get the emergency exit and get the door in. Let's all jump out, and that's exactly what we did.
Crazy enough.
Audie, the passengers who did not have to be transported to the hospital were set up in an airline lounge. They were reunited with their family members, and as I said, many of them were leaving the airport just a short while ago. The FAA issued a ground stop here at LaGuardia Airport shortly after the incident. That ground stop has been lifted now, but the airport is closed. Officials telling us just in the last hour they expect LaGuardia Airport to remain closed at least until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The National Transportation Service Board, the NTSB, is on the ground launching their investigation. And I just have to say, the fact that the airport has to remain closed at least until the late afternoon, 2 o'clock today, is certain to cause a lot of delays, a lot of transportation issues here for passengers, which of course comes as we are seeing all these other problems, delays and long lines as a result of the partial government shutdown. So it's going to be a busy and likely, a troublesome morning for people who are going to be traveling. Audie?
Not just
okay,
them,
that's
bro.
Gloria Pasmino at
Not
LaGuardia
just them.
with.
Fuck them who about to travel. Yeah, you're missing a few hours. The people who got injured, they're the main concern. Not quite sure I'll take that video to finish because I can't. If only those two women are talking. And the video is probably not being shown either.
The latest. I want to bring in now CNN transportation analyst Mary Schiavo, former Inspector General for the Department of Transportation. She's also investigated countless aviation crashes. Good morning, Mary.
All right, we got an expert now. Let's see what she got to say. CNN. Why am I even looking at CNN? Oh, yeah. I want to, yeah, I want to listen to that. Shall we?
Thank you for being with us. Just to give people the state of play right now, we have those images of the plane. We just heard from our reporter it was traveling something like 120 miles per hour coming in for its landing. When you listen to that air traffic control, those voices, what are you hearing that you'd want to investigate?
Well, clearly when an aircraft is given permission, clearance to land, basically that aircraft owns that runway. Because as you said, the aircraft was going 120, 130 miles an hour on other planes, much faster. But the brakes don't work that way. You have to slow it down with the thrust reversers. You do have brakes, but they aren't principally what slows the plane down. So once that aircraft was given permission, clearance to land, it owned that runway. Now, the fire truck we're hearing was also cleared to cross the runway. Did the controllers think that the fire truck would be crossing behind this aircraft, that it would be further down the runway? Those are things that the investigators will want to know. But because it's all recorded, everything that happens in air traffic control is recorded in the tower cab. Of course, there's also ground control and other controllers there. But at this point, speed the aircraft was going, clearance to land, it owned the runway. So that will be probably where the NTSB starts.
Can I follow up with what you said about the fire truck? I think most of us don't know how emergency services work on the tarmac. Tell us how this is supposed to be done.
Sure. So in air traffic control, in the actual control tower,
I think it's better to look at me, right? I mean, we're hearing her. It's not really special, but let me. Oh, yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. Getting off topic, and I'm gullible. Not gullible, but I'm messing around. It's been a long day.
Actually have what they call the crash phone, but they use this for many things to get emergency services, firefighters, etc., to places on the airport. And we understand that a United flight that was taking off earlier and aborted to take off because of fumes in the cabin had called for services. And so this fire truck, probably other responder services as well, was responding to that earlier call. And so air traffic control does dispatch those emergency response vehicles, and they are trained
Yeah, they trained and whatsoever. I don't know, guys. Yeah, that's what I said. Imagine piloting a perfect flight, then landing and getting hit by a land vehicle. Yeah. As promised, I'm not gonna drag that video out. Almost. I'm gonna link the video. Fucking CNN. See, I still got the Twitter logo, Twitter duck, and it switches. Yeah, can't be showing that. I had it ready, but my computer sucks ass. So let's go. Like, just beware. It's it's hefty. Yeah, they were they were dead on impact. I had another video. Yeah, that one.
And after the collision. What you're about to hear is the controller approving that fire truck, as is required, to cross the runway, and then realizing something is amiss, urgently ordering it 10 times to stop, but there is no response. Then the crash, and the controller calls out to Air Canada pilots to tell them help is on the way. At that point, they may already be dead. This clip not in real time, though. It has been edited for clarity.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 Delta.
Truck 1 and Company crossing 4 at Delta.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop, 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 truck 1, stop, stop, stop. Stop, truck 1, stop. Stop, truck 1, stop. Go 2603, go around, runway heading 2000. Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with a vehicle here, just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicle's responding to you now.
Is the runway closed?
Del 2603, go around, runway heading 2000.
Heading 2000, go around, 2603.
Guardia Tower.
Truck through 2, runway 4 is closed, correct?
Yes, go on to runway 4 now. Proceed on runway 4, you have access. Frontier 4195, I got the word that we're going to be closed for a little while. If you want to prepare to return to the ramp, let me know.
Yeah, we got stuff in progress for that, man. That wasn't good to watch.
Yeah, I know, I was here. I tried to reach out to my stuff, and we were dealing with an emergency earlier, and I messed up.
No, man, you did the best you could.
I messed up. You did the best you could. Oh, shit.
Those are some of the key details.
Earlier, and I messed up.
No, man, you did the best you could.
I messed up. You did the best you could. Oh, shit.
Those are some of the key details.
Wow.
We've also compiled what are moments proving that is a miss. Urgent crash. At that point, they may already.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But I think we're ending it because it's a sad topic, and we've seen now almost a lot of angles. Let's see what the investigators will tell. But until then, rest in peace. Let the family mourn. And prayers to them. With that being said, see ya.